Just as we learn safety procedures to protect Scouts from injury, we must learn youth protection policies to protect Scouts from abuse. Child abuse is a significant social problem impacting millions of children every year, in every city, every town, and every neighborhood. Because youth-serving organizations offer access to children, they attract adults who want to use that access to sexually abuse children. The Boy Scouts of America has an unwavering commitment to the safety and well-being of our members. It's part of our heritage. That's why we feel strongly about the need to inform our members, our leaders, and our chartered organizations of ways to protect our members while they are participating in Scouting activities. Our youth protection strategies are easily adapted for use in any organization that serves children and youth. Through our standards, guidelines, and training, we work with you toward a safer world for our children. Throughout this course, you will not only read about the BSA's youth protection policies, but you will learn how to apply them in interactive scenarios. The main goal of this course is to prepare you to confidently apply the youth protection policies in many different situations that may arise in your day-to-day experience with the Scouting program. You have completed the introduction section of the course. Please continue to the Youth Protection Policies section.
Our guidelines are designed to prevent the 4 elements necessary for child sexual abuse to occur. They are: 1. The child has to be in the presence of someone with a desire to sexually abuse children. 2. The abuser has to overcome his or her inhibitions to sexually abuse a child or adolescent. 3. The abuser has to overcome all of the protections that should exist in a child's environment. 4. The abuser has to overcome the resistance of the child. BSA's policies are in place to provide as many barriers as possible to an abusive situation. Note: obviously, the initial selection of leaders is extremely significant. If you are a committee member or otherwise associated with a chartered organization and involved in leader selection, we have a separate Youth Protection Training for Leader Selection module for specific actions to take when selecting a leader and processing an adult application form. Child sexual abuse can only occur when all 4 of the elements necessary for sexual abuse are present. The BSA's Youth Protection Guidelines have been designed to prevent these prerequisites and thus prevent abuse. Helping children to recognize the strategies used by child molesters and showing them how to resist the initial attempts can help children to prevent their own abuse. In addition, children need to be reassured that they should seek help from a trusted adult. The Boy Scouts of America provides age-appropriate material to help leaders and parents with this task. There are parents' guides inside all youth member handbooks to serve as a point of discussion for youth and their parents. We suggest an annual viewing of the age-appropriate DVD presentations. Just as we teach first aid in case of injury that we do not expect a child to experience, we suggest teaching children and adolescents information regarding their personal safety. Roll over the literature covers below for a description of the literature available.
The Boy Scouts of America has some specific leader requirements for all Scouting activities. 2 deep leadership, no one-on-one contact, tour permit policy, respect of privacy, separate accommodations, proper preparation for high adventure activities, no secret organizations, appropriate attire, constructive discipline, hazing prohibited, junior leader training and supervision. 2 deep leadership. 2 registered adult leaders, or 1 registered leader and a parent of a participant, one of whom must be 21 years of age or older, are required on all trips and outings. One of these adults must have completed Youth Protection Guidelines for adult leaders and parents. Completion of the course you are taking now fulfills this requirement. The chartered organization is responsible for ensuring that sufficient leadership is provided for all activities. No one-on-one contact. One-on-one contact between adults and youth members is not permitted. In situations that require personal conferences, such as a Scoutmasters conference, the meeting is to be conducted in view of other adults and youths. Tour permit policy. The appropriate tour permits must be obtained before any outing can occur. One of the registered adults accompanying the group must be youth protection trained. Adult leaders must respect the privacy of youth members in situations such as changing clothes and taking showers at camp, and intrude only to the extent that health and safety require. Adults must protect their own privacy in similar situations. Separate accommodations. When camping, no youth is permitted to sleep in a tent of an adult other than his own parent or guardian. Councils are strongly urged to have separate shower and latrine facilities for females. When separate facilities are not available, separate times for male or female use should be scheduled and posted for showers. Proper preparation for high-adventure activities. Activities with elements of risk should never be undertaken without proper preparation, equipment, clothing, supervision, and safety measures. No secret organizations. The Boy Scouts of America does not recognize any secret organizations as part of its program. All aspects of the Scouting program are open to observation by parents and leaders. Appropriate attire. Proper clothing for activities is required. For example, skinny dipping is not appropriate as part of Scouting. Constructive discipline. Discipline used in Scouting should be constructive and reflect Scouting's values. Corporal punishment is never permitted. Hazing prohibited. Physical hazing and initiations are prohibited and may not be included as part of any Scouting activity.
Youth leader training and supervision. Adult leaders must monitor and guide the leadership techniques used by youth leaders and ensure that BSA policies are followed.
Imagine yourself in the following situations and decide what you would do. You can try the situation more than once, so don't worry about right or wrong answers. Your Scout meeting has ended, and you get a call from one of the parents. It seems she has had a blowout on the freeway and is waiting for help. She's about 45 minutes away and asks if you could drive her son home. She's in a bind, and the house is on your way. What should you do? A. Drive the Scout home. B. Call another adult to accompany you in the car with the child.